Hey guys, so you probably watched my last stand video with the Cassidy or double Cassidy with 61 kills, or maybe you just found this video or you've been waiting for it, but a lot of people been asking for this build, so I thought I would go through it. So I would say firstly, to maximize this build, you should play full damage with a healer. However, I did play this build as a hybrid and it still works, but not as good as with a big tack pulse obviously, but it still do work. But this is more of a fun build. I wouldn't say this is the best, but just more like a fun, refreshing build to play. So I mean, let's go through it. So I'm using 4 Lone Star here for the 4-piece mainly, but we're still getting 8% more shotgun damage. But what you could also do, or what I was thinking I would like to do, is to go a high-end exotic build with skull gloves and get reload speed on the holster and swift on the Cassidy. However, Cassidys are pretty hard to find. I did farm some exotic caches, but no luck. And yeah, I can't really show that, but I did check it out, like how much would the reload speed on holster and swift do. And as far as I know, I checked in Sony Vegas like for how long exactly it takes to swap weapon with Cassidy, and it was around 1.1 or 1.2 seconds reload speed. If you would do this with a high-end exotic build, skull gloves, the reload speed would be 1.2 I think, so almost the same or like barely any difference, and then you could only use one Cassidy. But you have to give up one talent, so you would play responsive and swift as a guard. But yeah, I can't do that at the moment, so maybe I will try it in the future if I can. But yeah, let's go into this build at least. Maybe you could do the high-end one if you have Cassidy for that. But Vigorous chest piece is what I'm using since I'm playing with healer. And even when I played the hybrid version, I still had Vigorous. But I'm gonna go through the damage build focus one first, and I will talk a little bit about the hybrid build, how you could do it. But yeah, so this one I'm using skill haste and health. If you really want to go for damage, you could use enemy armor damage instead of skill haste, or even reckless, but I feel like vigorous is just too strong if you play with a healer. Firearms gear mod, you could go health here or skill haste or crit chance, but I don't think crit chance is needed since you have a big tack pulse. So probably health here is what I would choose. Second, I would probably go skill haste, but I get health there. I have a Lone Star mask with crit chance and burn resistance firearms. And firearms health here. And here we have Lone Star knee pads. If you want to go full damage, you go critical hit damage. If you don't want to do that, you should go health here. Health is better than crit hit damage for sure, but if you want to do most damage, get crit hit damage. You have firearms and a stam health mod here, just so we can get responsive active. The funny thing is about the 61 kill game I got, I didn't have responsive active, so I only had brutal, and brutal in my opinion is pretty bad for this build, but we're gonna go into that later. So you need to have one stam mod for responsive. I should use self-aid heal here. Or if you just want to do as much damage as you can, get pulse critical hit chance on every performance mode. Lone Star backpack with crit hit damage. Same here, if you want to go full damage, go crit damage, but health is still the best here. But for biggest damage, crit hit damage. Firearms health, pulse critical hit chance. I'm using savage gloves, really bad ones for Dark Zone, but pretty good in last stand. And shotgun damage is super important. Crit hit damage, crit hit chance for the max amount of damage. We have a Lone Star holster with health. You could go crit chance here as well. It depends, like I feel like health is just better if you play with attack, but you could go crit chance there if you want. So let's check the Cassidys here. It's the one from last week with brutal on them, and I rolled responsive. I don't really think brutal is too good, because most of the time you're not gonna hit the head or even aim for it, because the reticle is so big with this weapon, right? So to hit all the pellets in the head, it's gonna be really hard unless you're super close. I wouldn't recommend brutal, but that's what I had on it, right? And I had one with accurate, but accurate for some reason doesn't work as intended on this, I think. Because it only works when you stand still, right? And most of the time you're gonna be walking. Yeah, so the talents I would like to use is the ones you can unlock with firearms. So brutal, you can do that. Deadly would obviously be the best, I think, since it's crit damage and it's really good with attack. You could use accurate, but as I said, it doesn't do anything. And I mean, unforgiving would be great, but then you have to invest so much time, and I don't think it's worth it. So I'm looking for one with deadly. And yeah, I talked about high-end exotic with swift, and obviously you have to invest time there, so maybe even an alpha bridge would be better than the high-end exotic build, right? Because alpha bridge you get one more talent, so then you could get, if you play a hybrid, you could get responsive, competent, since you're not swapping then, you're gonna play one Cassidy. So competent, responsive, and then you have boomstick, and from the alpha bridge you have swift. So then you get 5% damage from alpha bridge, and on top of that you can use competent, which you can't use in any other build really. Unless it's the high-end one though, then you could use competent. But yeah, that's just something I would like to try in the future. So yeah, basically how this works is you fire once and it shoots twice. And then you swap, right? And this is how the recoil is. I'm not gonna adjust anything. So you see it goes, you can't really see there. You see here? Nope. Somewhere where we can see the bullet holes. I think I can see here. Here. Where I take all the photos for the thumbnails. Yeah, you can see that's how the recoil is. I mean, you can compensate for it. That's like something you... I think this build you have to play for quite some time to learn how to play it good. But it's possible to compensate for it, as you can see. And you have to get used to swapping to the right weapon. But it's pretty quick. But I think with swift and reload speed on the holster, you can use only one with a high-end or alpha bridge build. And then you can have another weapon as well. Something I would really like to try. Then you probably can use like a sniper or... yeah, a sniper shotgun probably. Would be pretty cool to try out. So the downside with this is, compared to other weapons, you have low crit damage. Even though I have it on 2 gear pieces here, it's still only 57% because I lose the scope and I lose the grip. That's only that is like 40% crit damage, and with the scope it's like 3.5 crit chance and 6% headshot damage. That's a lot of damage I lose, and obviously a magazine which could give me 4 or 4% more crit damage and 3% more crit chance, and obviously bigger mag. So you lose a lot with this one. So I feel like they have to do some kind of buff to this. But it still works decently. But it's more of a fun build. So when I play with attack, I would play booster for the damage obviously. And I would play tactical scanner. Talents, one is none, doesn't work with this, so... you could use tack advance for this. To get some more damage. It's pretty nice. But yeah, something like this I assume. You need triage for the healer. Yeah, something like this, talent wise. If you can't play with a healer, or if you just don't want to, even though like that's the best way this build works, that's just how it is, because it's a weak gun, right? But if you want to play it hybrid wise, you just get skill haste everywhere, trying to reach 40% skill haste. So basically every gear mod should have skill haste. Yeah, your gloves need to have weapon damage, skill haste, crit chance or crit damage. Skill haste on the holster, no, skill power on the mask I would go for, or crit chance, one of those, probably skill power. Health and skill haste on the chest. I would probably go health instead of crit damage here. Same with the backpack. Would probably go health as well. And then go like probably around 5k electronics. So you have some type of heal. I think that's what I did before. So you're gonna see in the end of the video. And I mean, you could swap Savage to like refreshed or specialized when you play a hybrid version of this. I think that's better. I think I played refreshed, I'm not sure. But you will lose some crit chance. But then again, the crit damage is not too much, so yeah. But I think that's it, guys. I feel like I forgot something, but hopefully I didn't. But I'm gonna show you some gameplay when I played this hybrid. Didn't play it too much, didn't get any like super amazing games, but just to show you how it would work hybrid solo wise. And if you wanna see how it works with a healer, I will have a video in the outro screen where I got 61 kills with a healer. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed and have a nice day. I feel like it's actually working, dude. It's fucking working. I got some backup in the end, but still it was what, 1 versus 4. I'm missing 3% skill haste as well. It's not perfect, it could be better. How he did not die there though? That's a fucking mystery. If they are concealed, I will not have like any damage. I mean, I will lose some damage, it's gonna be bad, so... yeah. But that's the same thing when I play with a healer. I think it was concealed. I feel like it's alright, to be honest. Now, of course it's nothing compared to when you play with attack healer, but that's like the same with everything. So yeah. I'm not gonna go for the cap because I'm here to test this build. I'm dead because I don't have any medkits. If I had Unforgiving there though. Brutal is just so useless here. Respawning him. Like I haven't tack advanced. I wanna do this build similar but with high ends instead. That's when it's really bad, when they start running away. Because obviously the range is really bad. I mean, imagine if I had Vicious, then I would have 10% more crit chance, because Brutal is not doing anything for me. So Vicious would be actually pretty decent. Or just Deadly. More crit damage, but I feel like I have no crit chance. To like fix that, I guess. I mean, I hit some headshots there though. But I mean, most of the time you're not gonna do it because the reticle is just too big. Use medkit. Kill him, team. Oh my god. Got it. And then, yeah, video yesterday, like, oh, when do you complain about this streak? I mean, if you play this game every day in Last Stand, you try to challenge yourself. Like, if you have a good kill game, of course you want to try to get, like, beat a record, right? Same thing where I go for, most of the time, just go for a lot of kills. Because that's like some kind of challenge at least, right? Getting a high kill game. I'm gonna lose this though for sure. I'm gonna do like that though. I'm gonna die so hard. Oh shit, I shot. This is the problem with fucking triple shotgun, man. Because I have only close range.
Let's back and do.
I use my med kit, so I have no med kit now. But just to cleanse it, so I guess we're back. MontirStand with the 2 months resub, dude. Let's fucking go. Appreciate the 2 months of support, man. How are you doing, dude? Oh shit, that's wrong button. I don't want to waste my med kit. We dance on him because he's a fucking chicken seeker mind player. That's so disgusting. No Mac 1179. No Mac, right? With the sub, dude. Welcome to Fathom. This game was so slow. I appreciate the sub and supported. I hate that new Twitch update, man. That it doesn't show up in sub alert. Teammate! Oof. Dude, if I didn't die there, I don't know how I survived that, to be honest. I wonder how much my shot can actually stagger. Oh, shit, Seeker Mine. Instead of healing, he used a grenade. How cute. And I'm on fire. I'm gonna get sniped. Oh, he's gonna die. And I miss. Really? Yeah, the damage is a bit lackluster, but yeah. But that's what happens when you do a hybrid, and I mean this one. Fuck it, man. I didn't get the heal for some reason. Feels like it wasn't worth for me to say anything. But you can make anything look strong when you have a healer. But I would say that damage there was pretty decent. It depends on how much I crit. And the reticle is big. Wow, how did you not die? I think the reticle is one of the biggest. You can't decrease it since you don't have weapon mods. Just losing weapon mods in this game, you just lose so much damage. But I mean, it can do what I wanted it to do. I can two-shot. I can probably one-shot in a perfect scenario, right? But I'm going for two-shot. If I can two-shot, that's good enough, and it can do that. Yeah, Vicious has stand break as well, right? Fuck. Is it 3,800? 18 kills. Wow. It's just bad maps for a lot of kills, man. Yeah, I mean, it's a nice dude, but like I don't... Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I do daily Division videos, all from gameplay to guides, highlights, build videos. And if that's not enough, you can find me streaming daily on twitch.tv/widdz. Have a nice day.